You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, woo, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo!
You are watching the leaders in full immersion gaming, and this is the pregame show only on the NBL Network.
My, oh my, what do we have here, folks? An unbelievable night here on the NBL Network as we are kicking off Season 31 live tonight with the defending Super Bowl champion, the Minnesota Vikings, taking on the Detroit Lions. But first, we have our NBL Live pregame show that's brought to you each and every week by our graphic sponsor, Web3ks.com. They do a ton of overlays, graphics for our entire network. And if you need graphics done for an affordable price, let them know NBL sent you. They'll give you a 15% discount on your entire order. Web3KS, the leaders in affordable graphic design. Thanks for hanging out with us, folks. I'm OSU. I'm hanging out with my man, Sonny Weaver. And we have a great game on tap. Lions and Vikings. Vikings defending their Super Bowl title. It will be hosted by our friends over at EA Madden NFL in just a few moments. But Sonny, Season 31 getting underway. Literally, I think we just advanced to Week 1 like an hour ago. And I think if you had talked to everybody at the beginning of last season, you'd be expecting us to say defending Super Bowl champion Detroit Lions. Nope, it's the Vikings defending their title, and they've got a tough task ahead with the new-look Detroit Lions.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, are you a little hoarse? You sound a little hoarse tonight.
It's been a long couple days.
It's been a long. Okay, we will power through it because NBL Season 31 is here, and we get a great game to kick off the season. Lions and Vikings. This one could go a long way, even though it's Week 1. This could be a top match here in the NFC. This could be going a long distance here for the NFC North title. We're going to find out tonight, defending Super Bowl champion and kind of the NFC North reigning champion, getting after to it early here tonight.
And a big shout out to our friends over at EA Madden NFL now hosting our stream. Folks, if you're joining us on the EA channel, welcome. We've got Week 1 action here, Season 31 of the Madden Bomber League Connected franchise. Lions taking on the Vikings. The Vikings, the defending Super Bowl champion. The Lions, one of the perennial powers. A great matchup we have tonight. Let's take a look at the players to watch for today's game between the Lions and the Vikings. And for the Detroit Lions, we look at Harvey Beckham, who is continually, I think, the most dangerous weapon in the NBL, Sonny. 1,700 yards last year, 13 touchdowns. And he's a matchup nightmare. He's just one of the fastest wide receivers. He's got great hands. In man coverage, this guy is impossible to stay with.
And really, you would think he's the guy that gets over top of people, but that's not really his game. He beats you with the route running. He gets across the field, the deep outs, the crossing routes. He beats you when he finds those gaps in the zone coverage, and that's where you got to watch Beckham. And the Vikings have known this team well enough to know to watch him. You'll see some different coverages against him tonight, but he is the man to watch tonight for the Detroit Lions.
For the Minnesota Vikings, it was their, of course, star quarterback who really came onto the scene a couple seasons ago, but last season cemented his legacy. It's Jack Gerberry, 4,900 yards, a quarterback rating of 124.3, and Sonny, most importantly, he has that Super Bowl ring now. What do you foresee from these Vikings this year? Is this a team that can legitimately repeat in the NFC?
Yeah, they've got a chance, and if you know this Vikings team, you know they like to work underneath. Gerberry's got a lot of leeway at the line of scrimmage. You'll see him hot route often at the line, trying to make a decision of what he wants to do. So watch tonight. The Lions, I think, are going to be checking with him, trying to kind of confuse him, showing him some different looks. It'll be interesting to see if Gerberry can recreate or replicate that NFC title game matchup where he was so good.
A big shout out to Bucci352 subscribing to the NBL Network. Again, everybody joining us from the EA Madden NFL channel, welcome. This is Connected Franchise Action, the Madden Bomber League Season 31 kickoff, Week 1 action, Lions and Vikings. We're getting to the game in just a moment, but we'll show you some of those rules that you can expect from the NBL and a great game we have on tap. We first got to get a prediction from Sonny Weaver. Sonny, this could be a game we look back on, as you said, as deciding or at least being a major factor in the NFC North. Who do you got today? The defending champs, the Minnesota Vikings, or a team who's looking to use these new players they got in? We'll talk about those storylines as we get underway and get to another Super Bowl in the Detroit Lions.
Well, I think the Detroit Lions, minus Matthew Stafford, you get Aaron Rodgers tonight. And that's somebody we haven't talked about yet. Aaron Rodgers, one of the best to ever do it here in NBL. And so I think Aaron Rodgers comes in tonight. He dots up this Minnesota Vikings defense, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to get to Rodgers. So let me go ahead and take the Detroit Lions here tonight. I'm going to go with 27-20 here, Lions over the Vikings.
All right, well, we're going to get underway here, get Season 31 kicked off with an unbelievable matchup. Welcome, everybody who's new. You're in for a treat. Coming up next, the Minnesota Vikings start their title defense with a matchup against their division rival, the Detroit Lions, one of the most decorated franchises in the NBL. It's Lions, it's Vikings, it's right now, here on NBL Live.
My name is Rex Dixon.
Craig Stein.
Clint from EA Sports.
You're watching NBL.
You're watching the NBL Network.
And you're watching the MBLN Network.
Empty backfield for Atkins. He's been dropping back to pass here on 4th down. He's looking deep over the middle. He has a man. It's Brandon Cooks who catches it, makes a man miss.
Oh, that's
Woodard is
touchdown.
dropping back. He's got open over the middle. It's
Wow.
Butler.
That big playmaker
Look at
ability as
him
he
go.
finds him again.
Into the end zone. Another
Touchdown.
touchdown.
And we are live, kicking off Season 31 with a great Week 1 matchup tonight. It is the defending champion Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Thank you to everybody who is joining us tonight here on the NBL Network and hosted over on the EA Madden NFL channel. Little CFM action here on Saturday night. I'm OSU, the NBL Network Director. I'm hanging out with our NBL Creative Director, Sonny Weaver. Sonny, I mean, again, of course, the Vikings defending their title. It's a great story. But let's talk about the Detroit Lions because this is a new-look team. Matt Stafford gone, Aaron Rodgers in. And maybe more interesting, this Detroit Lions team, which has always been a pass-first offense, they got Le'Veon Bell at running back. What can we expect from the new-look Lions offense?
Well, I think you're going to get a whole lot Le'Veon Bell, but I think they're going to mix it up. They're going to get him involved in the passing game, something that we really haven't seen a whole lot of Detroit. A big fan of Theo Riddick a few seasons back, but now you got Le'Veon Bell, a much better version of that. So look for Bell to get involved in both the running and passing game. I think that's how you get the value out of Le'Veon Bell.
And big shout out to Super Lenny with the 3 months. This Lions defense, Sonny, I was talking with owner Bomber. It's a new look defense. 2 brand new safeties starting. The outside linebacker Powers, the rookie first round pick from the draft that just happened on Wednesday night. And Tease Tabor is hurt, so they'll be starting the rookie cornerback Kinchin. 94 speed, but he's going to be matched up in the slot against a very talented Minnesota Vikings offense. An I formation looks like it's going to be a counterplay to Dalvin Cook on first down. He's got some room on the left side up to the 24-yard line. So really, this Lions team, if you watched them last year, they really cleaned house and brought in a lot of new players in an effort to get younger.
Yeah, and they're getting younger, but they do have some familiar faces out there. Obviously, Darius Slay, but Frederick Ferguson, their defensive end, 20 sacks last year. Watch for that guy to get some pressure here tonight.
Yes, Bam in the chat saying you guys have the best content in Madden. Keep up the great work. Appreciate the love. Appreciate everybody tuning into NBL Live. It's on 2nd and 7. Jack Gerber throws it out to the flat. It is Dalvin Cook getting the ball once again. He will get up near the 28-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to get Cook involved any way they can early in this game. So watch him a lot. I think they're going to try to get him involved, maybe getting to the outside. Not as much an inside runner, but more of an outside runner.
Now 3rd and 3, shotgun formation for Gerber. 3 wide receivers, 2 over to the right, 1 to the left. That is Stephon Diggs on the left side. And on 3rd down, he's going to look to the flat once again. He's going to find McNichols in a very well, Sonny, this Vikings team likes to push it downfield with the weapons that they have, but early in this game, they're really working the underneath game.
Yeah, I think they're trying to lull this Detroit Lions defense into sleep. They're working the flats right now. Darius Slay doing well on the outside, getting the first 2 tackles here. Eventually, they're trying to bait that defense up kind of down into the flats there, and they're going to take their shots either through the seams or through that post route they like to run so often.
Yeah, 1st and 10. I formation is Jack Gerber dropping back to pass on 1st down. Waiting, looking deep over the middle, and that's an inaccurate pass. Lucky the safety didn't get over there. If it's your first time joining us, folks, here's some of the rules you can expect here from the Madden Bomber League. No repeat play calling on offense. Each play must have a different name, so you'll only see each play called once. No killing clock until under 2 minutes in the 4th quarter. Defense must not be more than 70% WUD type, man or zone. And if a defensive player is moved pre-snap, you must stay on him until the ball is snapped. That's just the way we do it here in the Madden Bomber League. A lot of people ask, you know, is this the right way to play it? This is just how we do it. Every league has their own rules, and that's what you can expect today here from the NBL Network. As Smith-Schuster's going to get the ball on the screen pass. Not a whole lot there. Going to call it no gain, and now a 3rd and 10. Minnesota's going to be forced to push it down the field.
Yeah, and good job there by number 59. It looks like Boykin getting out there, shedding the block, getting to the tackle, blowing up that screenplay. Good play there.
Now 3rd and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings. There's 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Bucky Hodges in the slot. Now 3rd and 10, blitz coming from the outside. Gerber just gets it off, and it hit Darius Slay in the hands, and he didn't pick it off. Sonny, that is a rare drop from a usually sure-handed Darius Slay on the outside.
Well, and what you got there is Darius Slay was looking at that ball, but the wide receiver comes across his face right before the ball gets there, and I think that may have threw off his timing just a little bit. Like you said, that's an unusual drop there by Darius Slay, but nonetheless, good play there by the Detroit Lions defense. And
right there, it looks like Kinchin, the cornerback, starting for the injured Tease Tabor, takes that kick back to the 22-yard line, and now, Sonny, we are going to see the Detroit Lions come out, and we're going to see for the first time this cycle, no Matt Stafford at the helm.
Aaron Rodgers now taking the helm here, Le'Veon Bell behind him. This is a new-look Detroit Lions offense, and I'm excited to see what they got to show.
And let's see what we can expect from the Lions as for their first drive of the season 31 kickoff game. It's going to be Rodgers in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. As Rodgers drops back to pass on 1st and 10, he'll look underneath. It is complete to Montgomery. He'll get up to the 27-yard line. And Sonny, the Detroit Lions, they spread the ball out better than anybody. You take out one receiver, maybe you guard Harvey Beckham harder, and the other 2 wide receivers, they will destroy you in every which way because they run those routes so effectively.
Yeah, but, you know, everybody has tendencies, and right there, it seemed like the Vikings knew the play that was coming at them there. You saw the cornerback running with the wide receiver there, almost undercutting that route. So you got to watch for that here tonight. These teams have played a lot, and don't sleep on this Vikings defense.
Shotgun formation, bunch formation to the right for Rodgers, who drops back on 2nd and 4. Looks underneath at Kendricks, who almost got released by the Vikings. I think he actually did get released. The Vikings signed him back in free agency to a cheaper contract. He makes the play over the middle, and now an opportunity for the Vikings to get off the field on 3rd down.
And right there, that's what I'm talking about. You see Kendricks has seen this before. He knows the play art, and so he jumps that route, knocks it down. Very, very dangerous throw there by Aaron Rodgers.
And now 5 wide receivers emptying out the backfield for Rodgers. He's in the shotgun. He'll take the snap on 3rd and 4. Looking, lots of time. Looks deep down the middle of the field, and in that cover 3, Sutton comes up to make a play. And the Detroit Lions going to be forced to punt this one away. New quarterback, Sonny, but really the same Lions offense we've seen all over. The one difference is in week 1, they're playing against a Vikings defense that knows this offense like the back of their hand.
And this is where the familiarity between these two teams is coming in handy. They know what each other likes to do on certain downs and distances, and right now we've seen it here as both teams have gotten their shot. Oh, that's unfortunate.
And he's going to get up past the 50-yard line to the 48. Special teams, Sonny, in the playoffs. And if you missed it, you can check out all the playoff action. Our archives are on our website on YouTube, youtube.com/Madden Bomber League. We saw in the playoffs, Sonny, special teams came in huge in multiple games.
And that's what we're looking for, the hidden yardage in this game. And when you got 2 guys so familiar with each other, that's a big deal.
And now pistol formation for Jack Gerber as he drops back to pass on 1st and 10. He'll look underneath to Stephon Diggs, tries to make a move, but a sure tackle in the backfield, in the secondary by Kincaid. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 4 for the Minnesota Vikings. Sonny, how good is this Vikings team? Are we looking at a possible repeat?
Well, they're a good team. I'm not sure repeat is in the cards just yet. It's early in the season. Some things have changed. Some teams have gotten better. They were kind of steadfast, not making a whole lot of changes here this offseason.
And Gerber dropping back on 2nd and 4. He finds Stephon Diggs once again. And so far, the Detroit Lions playing a lot of, they're either blitzing in that cover 2 or they're playing that cover 3. They're giving the Minnesota Vikings underneath. Eventually, you got to think the Lions defense is going to start pressing up.
And I'm curious to see when Detroit starts playing the underneath some cover 3. Maybe see if they can take away some of these underneath kind of drag routes you're seeing a lot of so far.
1st and 10, Jack Gerber under center, Dalvin Cook in the backfield. Now first down is a play action pass. Jack Gerber looking. He's got a lot of time. Offensive line holding up well. He's going to roll out to the left side. He's lofting it to the left side, and Hitchens almost made the catch over the defender. A dangerous throw, almost across his body. Looking to the sideline, but it instead falls incomplete. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, almost a great play there by Kitchens, and he can't just come down with that there. So Lions kind of decide they got to get after Gerber if they want to win this.
Cook on 2nd and 10, got some room up to the 21-yard line. Big first down run there on that halfback wham as Big Damo 26-61 now following here at Twitch. Appreciate our followers. Appreciate everybody out there tuning into a little CFM Saturday night. And again, just a reminder, we'll be live with you tomorrow night as well after the EA Madden NFL coverage. We'll be back about 9 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow as Cook went for the hurdle there. It didn't clear him. Dangerous play. We saw Dalvin Cook actually fumble on a play like that in the playoffs, Sonny. You never like seeing your star running back going for the highlight play.
Yeah, I don't like that when you're going through the middle, maybe on the sideline with the ball to the outside. But anytime you're trying to hurdle in the middle of the field, too much opportunity to fumble the ball there. Not a smart play by Cook there. Got to be kind of more conservative with the ball.
Big shout out to AntCap24 with the subscription here on Twitch as Jack Gerber goes down. First sack of the day for the Detroit Lions as we see Giannis Slade going down with a dislocated shoulder. And I'm pretty sure if I know what Bomber's saying right now, Sonny, it is no surprise there. Slade has been injured, I think, roughly every season.
Yeah, and that's a big loss, though. He kind of shores up that run defense in the middle of the field. So Gianni Slade gone. I'm leaning on Dalvin Cook if I'm the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, 3rd and 13 now for Jack Gerber as he drops back to pass. 3-man rush from the Detroit Lions. Sitting in the pocket. He's got lots of time. He's going to roll out to the right side, looking for some room. He's going to try to toss it to Dalvin Cook. Oh, what a catch from Cook in tight coverage. Jack Gerber playmakers him up the field and rifles it to the running back who is able to hold on to the ball and give the Vikings a 1st and 10.
And that's an amazing throw there. I thought for sure that was going to be picked off the safety just a step too late. Dalvin Cook with the big reception. And Jack Gerber just slinging it around the field right now.
1st and goal as ESPN saying I'm building the all-Tecmo team in Madden. Bo Jackson. That's all you need is Bo Jackson and Tecmo Bowl. That's all you need. 1st and goal. It looks like they're running the option. Was that Tyrod Taylor? No, it's Cam Newton coming in. They brought in Cam Newton for a little speed option game.
Yeah, and they use the old Panther playbook. It's a quarterback power out of the Panthers playbook, so they bring that over from Carolina for Newton.
Sure, why not? As a big shout out to OB Mag STW with the sub here on Twitch. Don't get fancy. Just let Jack Gerber sneak that one up the middle. The first touchdown of season 31 here in the NBL goes to the defending champion Minnesota Vikings. A nice drive there, highlighted by the long pass from Jack Gerber to Dalvin Cook. Vikings up 7-0 here at home.
And a very strong drive there out of Minnesota. And the defense for Detroit's got to find a way to get some pressure on Jack Gerber. He's got a lot of time there. He's making his easy reads. And really using those flats has been his go-to route so far. So you're going to have to take those away. And you're going to have to put your guys on some one-on-one coverage downfield. Darius Slay and company are going to have to show up here and try to make something happen.
And again, folks, head over to our website, 365.maddenbomberleague.com. We've got our new gold standard t-shirts. I'm going to attempt to show it off without knocking over a green screen. That's all I got. It's like a half stand-up. But we got the new gold standard t-shirts available. You can customize them for free. That is right. Big shout out to our friend Chino making these t-shirts. That's at 365.maddenbomberleague.com. Get your hands on them. They are flying off the presses. 1st and 10. For Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun for the Detroit Lions. He drops back to pass on 1st down. Looking, and looks for the post route deep over the middle, and it is caught down to the 49-yard line. Rodgers with a nice throw over the middle. That post route beating cover 6, and Beekman with the catch for 24 yards.
Hey, you remember when they signed Le'Veon Bell in the offseason, gave him all that money?
Yep.
Still yet to see him touch the ball here early in the season.
He's been on the field a lot as he's out there to the left of Aaron Rodgers on 1st and 10. Rodgers looking at, looks like 3 wide receivers, and on 1st and 10, he'll drop back to pass once again. And look, Le'Veon Bell, he's not going to get the ball on this one. It's going to be Montgomery once again. He'll get up to the 42-yard line. Put him just about a yard short, going to bring up a 2nd and 1.
And a lot of people had some questions here with Detroit and signing Le'Veon Bell, knowing that they just do not use a halfback that often as far as running the ball. They use kind of short underneath passing routes to act as a pseudo running game. And so you're seeing it here already here that we're almost 1 quarter in, and Le'Veon Bell has still not touched the ball in this Detroit Lions offense.
And now 2nd and 1 for Aaron Rodgers under center, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. But that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-0 your score here. Season 31 getting underway. Week 1 action, folks. Appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. I'm OSU, the NBL Network Director. I'm hanging out with our NBL Creative Director, Sonny Weaver. Sonny, we've got doubleheader action tonight, and then tomorrow night we will be back live here on the EA Madden NFL channel. A great way to start Season 31.
Of course, anytime you get this NBL action going long term, it's great to see and great fun to watch.
Hey, look, Le'Veon Bell got a carry. He's got some room on the left side. Trying to make Sutton miss. He's got a big gainer up to the 20-yard line. 22 yards on the play. But for some reason, Sonny, I have a feeling Bomber ain't going to be handing the ball off to Le'Veon Bell a whole lot more.
Yeah, you know, you're averaging 22 yards a carry. No big deal. Just, you know, whatever.
It's a good run. Caught him off guard, but we're going to still throw it 50 times a game. As Aaron Rodgers comes out, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Harvey Beckham yet to get involved in the passing game. He's split out to the left side. Le'Veon Bell in the backfield. 5:35 and counting to go in the second quarter. As Aaron Rodgers surveys this Minnesota Vikings defense, looking to respond to the touchdown. Jack Gerber sneaking it in from 1 yard out after the deep pass from Gerber to Dalvin Cook on the last drive. Montgomery coming in motion on 1st and 10. It's going to be a toss play to Le'Veon Bell, trying to get the edge. He will spin move. Give him 3 yards on the play. Okay, we'll call it a short 2. And by a short 2, I mean they get in the backfield and drop him for 2. Nice job by Kendricks, holding the edge and making sure Bell doesn't get around the outside.
And really, Bell needs to drop his shoulder there and just pick up what he can. Instead of that spin, loses yardage on the play.
2nd and 12, Rodgers dropping back to pass. Looks over to the left side, has a man, and who else but HB18 who steps out of bounds. Oh, it looked like he was about to make a move and get to the end zone instead. His foot's on the white, but it's a 1st and goal for the Detroit Lions as Aaron Rodgers breaks the huddle. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, Le'Veon Bell in the backfield here on 1st and goal. It's going to be Rodgers dropping back to pass. Looks into the back of the end zone. High pass. Touchdown, Lions. And Kalen Cooper gets his first touchdown catch of the season. Sonny, we've seen the Lions with many different tight ends. Rob Gronkowski with a stint in Detroit, but they love what they have in Kalen Cooper, and he comes up with the first touchdown for the Lions' young season.
And good job there kind of faking out the defense. They acted like they were flipping the run play by tapping the left cheek there of Aaron Rodgers, and it made Minnesota run up on it. Eric Kendricks gets sucked up, and then they put it right over top there. Aaron Rodgers making that throw look way too easy for the Detroit Lions.
And they are going to kick the ball off, having tied up the inaugural game of Season 31. The Vikings. Perriman's going to take this out of the end zone, up past the 15 to the 20 to the 25, and we'll call him down at the 28-yard line. And now the Minnesota Vikings. Real nice drive last time, set up by some good field position on the punt return. What are you looking for the Minnesota Vikings on this drive?
Well, I think you're looking a lot more for some underneath throws, Diggs. Schuster underneath, maybe some Dalvin Cook. But at some point, I'd like to see Dalvin Cook get involved in the running game and really start trying to establish that.
And on 1st and 10, it's Jack Gerber waiting, looking over to the left side for Smith-Schuster, who makes the catch in front of Darius Slay. What a throw by Jack Gerber, finding Juju Smith-Schuster for a first down.
And you're seeing a lot of picking on Darius Slay, the once lockdown cornerback, getting exposed here tonight. It seems like they're going right after him here early in this game.
Last season, 44 tackles, 3 interceptions for Darius Slay. And on 1st and 10, it's Jack Gerber dropping back to pass. He's looking over to the right side, and that one is picked off. The first turnover of the season, and it's the rookie starting in the slot. He's down to the 20, to the 15, to the 10. He's going to make Gerber miss and find the end zone. Catch him with the touchdown. Oh man, Kitchen comes in with Tease Tabor going down, and Sonny, you couldn't ask for a better start to his NFL career.
And that right there is just an amazing play. He was following in his hip. He had trail technique on the play. He broke on the route and picked that off. And I like the move at the end. Gerber, one of the more athletic quarterbacks, he gets faked out. That's why they don't pay him to make tackles on the play. And now the Detroit Lions in the driver's seat here late in the second quarter.
What a play there, as a disastrous drive from Jack Gerber and the Minnesota Vikings as he throws his first interception of the day. And the Detroit Lions go up 14-7. And Sonny, this is a dangerous game to play with Detroit when you're giving them points on the defensive side of the ball.
Of course, and yeah, this Detroit Lions offense so explosive, and now Minnesota playing from behind, and not the way you want to play this Detroit Lions defense. You want to play them from an offense being ahead, and now with that defensive-minded attitude here, you're in some trouble here from Detroit.
Gerber dropping back on 1st and 10, and he'll find Smith-Schuster underneath. Get up near the first down marker. Arion Kinchin out of Illinois, the 3rd-round pick from these Detroit Lions, 94 speed, 92 excel, and he showed off the wheels there on that pick 6, housing that one on the first turnover of season 31. Now 2nd and inches. It's Jack Gerber dropping back to pass. Looks to the flat. It is complete to Garrett. He'll get up past the 42-yard line. 9 completions so far for Jack Gerber. Sonny, only 84 yards. It's been all underneath, but so far, Detroit has no interest in pressing up and taking that away.
No, not at all, and they're just working underneath right now, trying to take what's there, and at some point, Detroit, they're okay with just letting them work down the field that way because they're waiting for that Gerber mistake.
Now 1st and 10, Gerber under center. It's going to be a toss play to Dalvin Cook. Cuts it back up the middle. He'll get 2 yards on the play up to the 44-yard line. Going to bring up a 2nd and 8. Both these teams, Sonny, have that same mantra. They both have real star running backs, but you're just not going to see them give them 15, 20 carries a game.
No, not at all. That's not how these offenses are built. They're built to throw, and you know, the running game is just secondary.
On 2nd and 8, Gerber once again lots of time rolling out to the right side, and he's going to be taken down. Takes a hit from behind. Kinchin once again making a play as Drunky now following here on Twitch. Appreciate the follow. Boy, with Tease Tabor going down, there's a question of that slot corner position, Sonny. I think Tease Tabor might have competition for his job.
Yeah, I think Tease Tabor may lose his job if he doesn't get back quickly.
Gerber dropping back on 3rd and 4. Looks deep down the middle for the tight end, Dowman, who picks up the catch at the 30-yard line. Simple little possession catch in that cover 3. A nice seam route run by Dowman. One of the more underrated tight ends in the league.
And Dowman does a good job there. He knows he's got enough to get the first down, so when he catches that ball, he's falling down, knowing that safety's coming down to try to lay a big hit on him.
1st and 10 for Jack Gerber as he drops back to pass. Looks to the flat. He finds Dalvin Cook at the 24-yard line. Let's take a look at Jack Gerber's stats from last season. 70% completion percentage, 4,900 yards, 41 touchdowns, 18 interceptions, sacked 59 times. At times he has a tendency to roll out and get a little antsy in the pocket and take some unnecessary sacks. But he's got a Super Bowl ring, so I don't think it really matters what any of us think. 2nd and 4. Gerber dropping back. Looks out to the flat to Dalvin Cook. Shakes off one tackler. I just saw 3 defenders dive. Okay. What was that?
Yeah, that was interesting.
Special. It was special.
That was a lot of people thinking they were going to dive, and
they all effectively dove.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
I can't say I've ever seen that one. 1st and goal now for the Minnesota Vikings. I formation. Smith-Schuster out to the left. Turner out to the right. Now 1st and goal. It is Gerber dropping back. He was looking for that out route, but it is well covered. He's going to chuck this one out of bounds. Incomplete. Good job not trying to force that one. Good coverage by this Detroit secondary.
That was really good coverage there, and good job taking away the out route. You know Minnesota likes to throw that down here in the red zone, especially when you're inside the 10-yard line for this offense. So look here, maybe something deep. They like to go to the streak here to their tight end.
And now another I formation. Diggs out on the field to the left side. Smith-Schuster out to the right. Dalvin Cook in the backfield. On 2nd and goal, they're going to throw it once again. Gerber looking for Stephon Diggs, and he throws an absolute dot into the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. What a throw from Jack Gerber, picking up where he left off that last year. And with this kick, it is up. It is good, and we've got a tie ball game under the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, and a lot of time, though. Aaron Rodgers getting the ball, 3 timeouts. I expected Detroit Lions touchdown here. Minnesota, if you can come away with anything short of a touchdown, you're feeling pretty good about this because this is a lot of time, a lot of room here for this offense to work.
Again, folks, we appreciate each and every one of you tuning into NBL Live, broadcast number 205 here on the NBL Network. This is Season 31, Week 1 action, kicking off tonight, a new season in the Madden Bomber League Connected Franchise Mode. I'm your NBL Network Director, Oshu. I'm hanging out with our NBL Creative Director, Sonny Weaver, for tonight's action, and we'll be back here on the EA Madden NFL channel tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern, or whenever their stream goes off the air. It's about 9 o'clock, with more Week 1 action. We got Week 1 all over the place. As on 1st and 10, it is Matt Stafford looks over to the left side, finds Harvey Beckham, but he gets absolutely sandwiched over there and drops the ball. Tomorrow night, as the Electric Superman now following here on Twitch, appreciate the follow, we got the Bucks and the Seahawks. That's an interesting matchup, Sonny. One of the best drafting teams in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on a team who just won't seem to go away.
Yeah, and really the Tampa Bay offense is kind of bolstered by two really electric offensive young wide receivers. I'll be excited to watch that here as, wow, that is a great play by Montgomery on the out route, or excuse me, corner route.
And a nice play up into up near the 50-yard line to the 48. Connor Crouch in the chat, you got any tips on offense? I have an amazing defense, but I can't do anything on offense. Connor, watch this game right here. These are two of the best offenses in the NBL, consistently top 3 offenses. And because here in the NBL you can only call each play once, you see a lot of interesting reads as you can't just rely on 1 or 2 plays. As this pass over to the left side, it's Le'Veon Bell, but he puts the ball on the ground. It's picked up by the Vikings, and Wilson's got some room on the right side. To the 30, to the 20, to the 10. The Vikings defense coming up with a huge touchdown to respond to the pick 6 from Jack Kirby. Oh, that's not going to put Le'Veon Bell in favor with the owner Bomber, who is already a little skittish about running the ball. Well, his new 99 overall running back just coughed up the pigskin for a touchdown.
And that's unfortunate because Le'Veon Bell already was trying to fight some preconceived notions by this Detroit Lions franchise that does not like to run the ball. And now here you go, fumbling on a passing route. And now Le'Veon Bell in the doghouse early here. I'd like to see Detroit still give him the ball, try to get the confidence going here. They got to try to establish some sort of running game if they want to try to be in this game.
Pricey in the chat saying momentum swing. Absolutely, but with 1:06 to go and 3 timeouts left, you'd say this is Matt Stafford time, but it's not Matt Stafford at the helm. That's Aaron Rodgers. He can still certainly do it with this sort of playbook as Rodgers drops back to pass on 1st and 10, waiting, and that's not going to help whatsoever as Barr gets in the backfield and brings down Aaron Rodgers. Going to bring up a 2nd and 20. Let's take a look at Aaron Rodgers' stats from last season with Green Bay. 60% completion percentage, 3,800 yards, 26 touchdowns, 32 interceptions. He was sacked 72 times. Sonny, you got to expect here in Detroit with the weapons they have, Aaron Rodgers is going to have a better year.
He should have a better year, and you'd think he'd have a better year, but right now I'm not so sure about that here early in this one.
On 2nd and 20, he's going to look over the middle of the field, and he has Harvey Beckham with a big catch at the 43-yard line. Beckham does that better than anybody, Sonny. Waiting, finding the hole in the zone, and Aaron Rodgers delivering an accurate pass for a 1st down.
And 48 seconds left, 2 timeouts. Detroit needs to put something on the board here. Vikings got all the momentum in their grasp, and now Detroit trying to put something on the board here before half.
Yeah, Minnesota used that timeout after the sack, thinking they were going to get the ball back, and Aaron Rodgers made them pay with a big pass play to HB18, 1st and 10. It's Aaron Rodgers dropping back to pass on 1st down. Blitz coming. Some room on the left side for it. Harvey Beckham. He's got one man to beat. You can't press up on him and miss the tackle as Harvey Beckham finds the end zone for the 1st time. Boy, that was way too easy. When Harvey Beckham is that wide open on the double move, it's a touchdown all the time.
Yeah, and Sutton got kind of lost in the oop-de-oop there. He went inside, went outside, and Sutton was spinning around, not sure which way to go. He ends up getting beat for that touchdown. You thought you had coverage over top if you were in man press there, but no help whatsoever there as Sutton just doesn't know what to do.
He got absolutely shook on that double move. For everybody out there who says double moves don't work, you can just record that clip right there and show it to everybody who says that. As Harvey Beckham finds the end zone, and we got a 21-21 game, but Sonny, 36 seconds, 2 timeouts for Minnesota. Certainly not out of their own possibility they put some points on the board.
Yeah, Minnesota looking to respond here, and don't be surprised if they do. This is an electric offense in themselves.
As Jack Kirby dropping back on 1st and 10, he's going to look across the field. He finds Smith-Schuster, 1st down. For the Vikings, 29 seconds, they'll use a timeout as Steel City Great One saying, I know this is dumb, but what is this league? Not dumb whatsoever. This is the Madden Bomber League. You can check us out, 365.maddenbomberleague.com. It has our history, all of our awards that we give out. You can also buy one of these sweet new Gold Standard shirts. Just came out. I literally got the first batch all of about 3 days ago. 1st and 10. For Jack Gerber as he drops back to pass. He's looking deep down the middle of the field for Hutchins. He has it. It's a 1st down and more up to the 26-yard line. If you were looking for a defensive battle here in Week 1, Sonny, these two teams weren't going to give it to you. These are two high-powered offenses, and they've showed all here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, so much for my score prediction as they're going to pass that here in the first half. At some point, it's going to come down to who can get a stop in this one and try to win this game.
1st and 10, shotgun formation for Jack Gerber as he drops back, 20 seconds and counting. Minnesota, no timeouts. As McNichols makes the catch, fumbles it, but it goes out of bounds. Big hit over there, but a nice job by Minnesota keeping everything to the sidelines. 15-yard line, no timeouts left. Sonny, what sort of plays are you going to be looking for from the Minnesota Vikings?
Well, I think the Vikings are going to look to an out route. So if I'm Detroit, I'm going to protect against that out route. Out route and a post along the inside of the play route. If you got a safety, or excuse me, a slot receiver here, I'm watching any sort of in-breaking route as well as an out route.
1st and 10. It's Jack Gerber dropping back. He's another 3-man rush from the Vikings. Rolls out to the left side, and he is going to take a sack. Sonny, what was Jack Gerber doing there?
That was literally the one thing he couldn't do, and unfortunately, it looks like they're not going to get a playoff here. And that was a huge mess up by Jack Gerber as they take points off the board.
Tough play there. We saw a play like that, Sonny, I think it was the NBL Super Bowl when Carson Wentz took a sack late in that game with no timeouts, and it ended up costing them a chance at a comeback because they'd used so much time. We may be looking back at this particular play if it's close at the end and going, well, that could have been a huge opportunity.
Yeah, those are points left on the board, and if they lose this one, they're going to look back to that play right there and wonder why Jack Gerber didn't throw that one away.
Especially when he was outside the pocket, there was nobody open anyways. 1st and 10. Montgomery coming in motion from right to left, and on 1st down, it's going to be the old PAFK quick, and he's got a man underneath. It's Harvey Beckham in space to the 40, to the 45, to the 40 on the other side. Another fumble out of bounds. Harvey Beckham taking a big hit. But that's what we say about Harvey Beckham. HB 1899, Sonny. You put him in one-on-one coverage. If he's running any sort of drag or crossing route, it's going to be tough to keep up with him.
Well, and so Anthony Barr kind of gets out there, and he's strafing with him, thinking he's going to make a form tackle on the edge, but Beckham runs right by him, picks up an extra 4 or 5 yards there, and you got to make it a commitment there. Are you going to try to go take a tackle, or are you going to use that sideline as some help? He tries to use the sideline as help, and basically he gets burned there.
It's just a great one. Is there a list of who as far as what teams? You can also go to MaddenBarmLeague.com. That redirects to our Daddy League site and check out the individual teams themselves. On 1st and 10, it's Le'Veon Bell with only his 3rd carry of the day. So his first one goes for 22. He fumbles on pass play. He loses yards on his next 2 carries. Sonny, how long until Le'Veon Bell is cut?
Hey, everybody said it coming into the season. They didn't understand why Detroit was paying so much money to a halfback. And, kind of they're proving them right now. Detroit just gets so caught up in the passing game, they forget that they can, in fact, run the ball.
And they're looking for that little screen pass to Le'Veon Bell, but Barr out there on coverage. He's going to make a tackle, but it looks like he got a little banged up himself tackling Le'Veon Bell. So we'll see if that injury lasts for any period of time, as injuries have sort of ravaged the NBL early in the season. We've seen a lot of big names go down. Now 3rd and 9. Empty backfield. 4 Aaron Rodgers, 1 tight end on the right side, 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. As Rodgers dropped back, quick pass over the left side, and that one he just missed him by about 8 yards.
I was going to say just missed them by that much, as my good friend would like to say.
And it looks like it's going to be a long field goal attempt on 4th and 9. It is up. It is good. And Detroit takes a 24-21 lead, led by Harvey Beckham. And now Minnesota's going to get the ball back. And you got to think it's on Jack Gerber's mind about really making a major mistake at the end of the half, doing the one thing you can't do and taking a sack.
Yeah, right now this game should be tied instead of Detroit leading because Gerber takes that sack when he had no business doing it.
As we got a couple other games going on in the NBL, we'll have bonus coverage from both of those. Saints and Cardinals. Sonny, the Cardinals are up 10-0 on the New Orleans Saints right now.
A little bit surprising there. Me and you both agreed that the Saints are one of those young teams we feel like can challenge the NFC, but a loss to the Cardinals would definitely make me rethink that opinion.
Handoff to Dalvin Cook over the left side. He's got some room up near the 1st down marker. I think you're probably going to give it to him at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10, only the 5th carry of the day for Dalvin Cook. Sonny, if you're the Minnesota Vikings, this guy's explosive. You have to give him the ball.
Oh, definitely explosive, and that's a guy you got to try to get him involved more. Cook with a little bit of a down year last year. I expect him to have a better year this season. One thing we did not note, Anthony Barr, abdominal tear. He's going to miss the rest of this game.
As it looks like it's going to be Gerberry dropping back another three-man rush looking for Smith-Schuster, and I think Smith-Schuster might be dead after that hit. As that one, a big one. The loss of Anthony Barr with that abdominal tear, it's not just this game. He's going to miss a couple weeks, and that's a big part of their defense.
He is. He's an athletic linebacker. They like to use him in coverage, and he's a great run stopper as well, so he's going to be missed here in this defense for Minnesota.
Second and 10, handoff to Dalvin Cook. The other game we got going on, we'll have bonus coverage for both these games at the conclusion of this one, is Rams and Panthers. They are in the third quarter, Sonny, and the Panthers are up 14-3 over a Rams team was with A.J. Baggs, a big surprise last year, had a real nice improvement, but they're down early to a Panthers team that most people thought they'd beat.
Yeah, and so sophomore slump there for the L.A. Rams. A.J. Baggs struggling here in his second year. Now, I'm one of the A.J. Baggs doubters in the league. I'm not so sure that he is everything that people have said he is.
3rd and 7 for the Minnesota Vikings, needing a conversion here as Jack Gerberry drops back. Blitz picked up, looks over the middle, finds Turner, but Turner cannot hang on to it. And right now you can feel it, Sonny. The momentum is with the Detroit Lions. Minnesota, a couple drop passes in coverage. Detroit making the right plays. And this could be a huge drive for the Lions with a touchdown here. They may put this game away.
The momentum keeps swinging back and forth, it seems, between these teams. And now the Lions running away here with momentum. And so big drive here. Not sure where they're going. I'd like to see Le'Veon Bell early in this drive to try to get this clock moving a little bit, because it seems like a lot of time here left in the second half.
1st and 10 for the Detroit Lions, and Aaron Rodgers. He's going to hand this off to Le'Veon Bell over the right side. He's got some blockers out there. He's got the edge. He's got a first down and more up past the 36-yard line. First down for the Lions. And a reminder, NBL Live is, of course, brought to you by our graphic sponsor, Web3KS.com. They do the graphics, the overlays, a lot of the stuff you see on the NBL Network in our original programming and here on NBL Live. If you or anyone you know needs graphics for whatever you need, hit them up. Let them know NBL sent you. Our friend All Business over there will give you a 15% discount on your whole order. Web3KS.com, the leaders in affordable graphic design. 1st and 10 for the Lions, and it's going to be another carry, back-to-back carries for Le'Veon Bell. What is happening in the world? Spin move, can't quite get past him, but he'll get up to the 44-yard line. Get made on the play, going to bring up a 2nd and 2.
And I'm okay with this. I like Detroit trying to get Bell involved. I'd like him to stay with it. Obviously, 2 runs in a row is kind of crazy here for the Lions, but I like to go 3, maybe 4 runs in a row and really just let Bell start milking this clock away. I think if Detroit can try to limit possessions here for Jack Gerberry and this Minnesota offense, they will rock this team and win this game.
2nd and 2, I formation for Aaron Rodgers. And on 2nd down, they're going to hand it off to Le'Veon Bell with a spin move in the middle. Oh, he's got some room. Oh, what a spin move by Le'Veon Bell. He gets up to the 26-yard line. Doesn't quite have the wheels that he used to, but he can sure put on the moves. A little spin cycle to get Detroit near the red zone.
And Eric Hendricks just sells out there, commits to the run. He comes running in, and Bell in the hole, dances, makes a miss, and that is a huge missed tackle there by the Minnesota Vikings.
Now 1st and 10. Don't do this. Wait, hold on. Who's the opponent? Is that Bomber? Is that the Flawless Wallace internet?
That would be the Flawless Wallace.
1st and 10. Yep, there you go. All right, well, this is why we have backup games.
Cut.
Flawless Wallace internet.
Here we go.
We'll get you to that other game. Let's
Who else we got on tap tonight?
We'll show you. All right, now, there it is. Carolina and LA in the 3rd quarter. There you go. There's the link. 14-3 the score. As the LA Rams with A.J. Baggs in a hole right now, just getting the ball back after a stop. 2:59 to go in the 3rd quarter. Sonny, what can we expect from this LA Rams team? They were really the surprise of the NFC West with A.J. Baggs, the rookie quarterback, had a great year, but they're down 14-3 to a Carolina team that struggled most of last season.
Yeah, that's a little bit surprising. Todd Gurley and A.J. Baggs, this LA Rams offense, not getting going here early tonight. I expected more of them, but, again, I mentioned before we cut over to this game, I'm not an A.J. Baggs fan. I feel like he just takes what's there underneath. He's not a creator of offense.
Well, we will see what the LA Rams can do if they can come back in this game. Wow, only 43 yards for the Rams so far. That's no good, folks. If you're not a Madden expert, that's no good. Toss play to the right side. Trying to get past Luke Kuechly, and he will get near the first down marker. I think Todd Gurley will get the first down. No, he'll be just short. That one, a weak spot.
Yeah, a little bit of there. 3rd and inches. Big down coming up here for the LA Rams. They got to try to convert this. Todd Gurley's the guy I'm looking for here. Ooh, wow.
Wow. What a job by Bag. Did it out of the way, but he will not get the first down as he will be taken down short of the line game. Wow, 9 total sacks in this game. These two defenses, Sonny, a lot of big names, but not really putting up the numbers. But 9 sacks combined. The offensive line's probably not going to be getting a promotion in the locker room after this game with that many sacks.
No, not at all. Did you see Luke Kuechly come flying in on that play, though? I just like to point out how crazy that was that Kuechly just was in the backfield trying to take that handoff from A.J. Baggs.
LA's going to go for it here on 4th and 1 from their own 46-yard line. LA's going to take a timeout. Didn't like something they saw. Again, bonus coverage here on the NBL Network. Unfortunately, a great battle we had between the Lions and the Vikings. We had a little EA server problem there, but they'll boot that one back up. We've got a couple other games going on right now. As we also have the Saints and the Cardinals going on. We'll flip to that one at the conclusion of this game. As the punt is away on 4th and 1, Heward is going to let this one go, and they'll down and in at the 4-yard line. Boy, this Rams offense is completely stagnant, Sonny, and that is a problem down 11.
Oh, yeah, and then you got the third part of the game that people often forget about, the special teams, pinning them inside the 5th. Now, maybe LA's offense can't get going, but special teams can try to carry them here. Maybe they can get back into this game.
I think I should just keep throwing up the graphics from the Vikings game. Like, I've got a bunch I haven't used yet.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, why not? We used them. We made them. 1st and 10 for the Carolina Panthers. I formation. He's got Christian McCaffrey at the top of that I. Curtis Samuel split out to the left. Philip Dorsett split out to the right. Both guys, I'm shocked, are still with the team. As a handoff on 1st and 10 to Christian McCaffrey. He's going to go down to the 9-yard line. Give him 5 on the play. Sonny, Philip Dorsett, hey, remember when that contract got signed?
Yeah.
Old ownership signed Philip Dorsett, said he was going to be the best wide receiver. Things happen. ESPN, what are the rules for disconnected game? Man, that was a battle. They'll mock back. Basically, they'll play the remaining time in a new game, and the winner will get whoever ends up winning, as GV Verrett now following here on Twitch, they'll get the force win in that one. 2nd and 5, handoff to McCaffrey right up the old Gutski, and he'll get a first down to the 14-yard line. Christian McCaffrey, 14 carries, 45 yards. A guy who they're still waiting to have that big season. So much talent, Sonny, but bones are made of porcelain.
Right, often injured Christian McCaffrey. Great talent, but can't stay on the field, and the best ability is availability, as they like to say.
1st and 10, counterplay for Christian McCaffrey, and there were a lot of those yellow Bumblebee jerseys in the backfield as McCaffrey loses 5 on the play. Gonna bring up a 2nd and 15 for the LA Rams.
Yeah, ugly jerseys there by LA Rams. Just thought.
You don't like them? You're not a fan of the bright yellows?
No, those things are ugly.
Now 2nd and 15 for the Carolina Panthers. Again, we got one other game going on right now, and we'll cut to that one at the conclusion of this particular game. As on 2nd and 15, it's going to be handoff to Christian McCaffrey once again up to the 14-yard line, so he gets the 5 back that he lost. But now a 3rd and 10, and we're going to have to see the Carolina Panthers actually throw the ball.
Imagine that. They're going to have to throw the ball, and Heath Joyce going to come out here and see if he can throw one down the field. 3rd and 10, not the situation you like to be in.
Heath Joyce is one of the great young quarterbacks here in the NBA. Has struggled, to say the least, the last couple of seasons. Sonny, let me give you his stats here as we hit the 4th quarter. 2 seasons ago, 59% completion percentage, 25 touchdowns, 31 interceptions, quarterback rating of 77.5. Last season, completion percentage dropped to 58, 14 touchdowns, 40 interceptions, a quarterback rating of 56.7.
Not good.
Not good.
Not good.
Not good. No bueno, as they would say south of the border. 3rd and 10 for the Carolina Panthers. Joyce in the shotgun. He's got 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right, and he'll drop back on 3rd and 10.
looking, waiting, good protection, and he'll just chuck this bad boy away and punt it. Joyce, 9-12, 154 to start the game. It's actually a real nice start of the season for Heath Joyce.
Yeah, for Joyce, that's not a bad stat line. And now LA coming back out there. They've got a whole quarter here. Trying to get something back going here. We'd like to see maybe a little Todd Gurley. I don't know. We'll see where this goes.
And this punt is taken back. He's going to take this up past the 35-yard line, and by past it, I mean directly to it. As now the Rams offense
towards
comes
your
back.
blockers.
What if I ran away from them and ran into those nice blue jerseys? I like those much better.
Yeah, that's a bad idea there.
I was just checking to see if we had a little score on the other game that is going on right now. As they're also setting up the mock on the first ball game, 1st and 10.
Wow.
That was shock right there that he caught the ball. That was a horrible throw, and that actually worked. How did that happen? As it's a first down to the 46-yard line.
Luke Kuechly just missed on that one.
A straight-up whiff, 1st and 10. Shotgun formation for the Los Angeles Rams. They drop back to pass on 1st and 10. Looking over to the right side and almost completed, but a big hit made in the secondary by the Carolina defense. Back 6-12, 59 yards. Not the start you wanted to see. The sophomore slump. Sonny, it is real.
Well, and yeah, AJ Baggs, not a fan, just not a fan. I've seen him, I've watched him, I've played him. I just don't think he's anything special.
Wow. It was an attempted deep pass down the left side. Sorry, I had to close out of one of the. I still had the other stream pulled up. 3rd and 10 now for the Los Angeles Rams, and AJ Baggs looking to keep this game close. 5:17 to go in this one. Both teams here in week 1. Pistol formation for Baggs. He drops back on 3rd and 10. Looks underneath it. Is completed to Todd Gurley. Who just shook off Barry like it was nothing. But he's still short of the line to gain, and they're going to have to go for it on 4th and 3.
Yeah, 6 for 10. Not a whole lot going here for Baggs.
It's going to be a handoff on 4th down.
Wow. Missed his hole. Ran over his hole. Had he cut inside the tackle, he gets the first down. Instead, embarrassingly, Todd Gurley runs past the hole, and they turn it over.
All right, Sonny, let me ask you this. What do you think is the combined record of these two teams at the end of the year?
Horrible?
No bueno? You're not seeing another big year from the Rams? You're not seeing Carolina surprising everyone? Hey, Christian McCaffrey is down, by the way. Look at him punch that shoulder.
Who would have guessed?
Who would have thought Christian McCaffrey would get hurt in the first game? 2nd and 15 now. Carolina coming off, would they end up 2 wins last year? 2-14?
Hey, so what's going on with that Cardinals and Saints game?
The Cardinals are still winning that one. It is 13-0, almost at halftime, as it's going to be a sack. Heath Joyce goes down. Alec Ogletree, his 2nd sack of the day. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long. The Rams defense is still going to keep this team in the game here with 4:42 to go.
They're going to keep them in the game, but the offense at some point is going to have to score points. I'm just not sure they're capable of doing that right now. AJ Baggs averaging about less than 10 yards of completion, which is not what you want to see from a premier #1 overall quarterback.
That is old TJ Yeldon taking the screen as Christian McCaffrey. That injury, not one of the debilitating ones, but TJ Yeldon takes the screen there, and Carolina's going to be forced to punt this away. And at some point, if the Rams are going to have any hope to win this game, AJ Baggs is going to, let's say, have to cross 100 yards passing.
Maybe, just maybe. Yeah, that's not good. Not good for this Rams offense.
As he's going to break a tackle up past the 15 to the 16-yard line. 4:06 to go. Again, folks, we've got one other game going on right now, and we will cut to that one at the conclusion of this. That is the Saints and the Cardinals. The Cardinals currently beating the Saints, which is surprising as, oh, no. I'm sorry, I'm watching the other game. Arizona just chucked up a ball with 9 seconds left in the first half. New Orleans got called for pass interference at the 1-yard line.
Oh, no,
So
that's horrible.
1st and goal on the 1 for them. A chance to go up 20-0 as the pass to the flat is complete. AJ Baggs' 8th completion of the game. A rookie last season here in the NBL, and now 2nd and 8. It's going to be another shotgun formation for AJ Baggs. Bunch formation to the right. Sammy Watkins alone to the left. And it's going to be Baggs dropping back to pass on 2nd down. He's going to complete the pass up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards on the play. Nice job by Baggs staying in the pocket.
And they got to keep this hurry up going here. They got to move downfield. They don't have time to huddle up and wait.
Now 1st and 10. It's Bags dropping back. He has a man over the middle looking for him, but great coverage underneath as he's able to bat that one away. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
And the defender was right on top of him right there, and in great defensive play by the Carolina Panthers.
2nd and 10. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers for A.J. Bags Gurley in the backfield. He'll drop back to pass. Blitz coming. It's picked up on the left side. A nice job by the offensive line. And again, it's another miss of the hole right there. If he cuts it up inside, he at least has the 1st down. Instead, he goes right for the defender.
Yeah, the vision right now is lacking here from this L.A. offense attack.
2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers for A.J. Bags under center. Todd Gurley in the backfield, 3rd and 1. And it's going to be Bags dropping back to pass. He has a man. It is complete, and he's got some room up to the 40 to the 35. Juke move. Kind of worked, but he's up to the 30-yard line, and A.J. Bags crosses 100 yards passing.
Well, and the best thing about that was he got out of bounds. I'm not sure about the inward breaking juke there because you weren't going to make that many more yards. There was help coming. You got to get out of bounds. You got to conserve the clock right now if you're LA.
2-score game. LA needing points on this drive as Bags drops back to pass. Blitz coming from the right. He lobs it up over the middle. That one was just a bad play from the beginning. Should have been intercepted. Instead, it is gracefully incomplete as Carolina has had a couple opportunities for big turnover, Sonny, and they have yet to make the most of it.
That should have been a turnover there. LA can not afford to turn the ball over here. Carolina gets one of these turnovers, and this game is over. So you may want to go ahead and hold on to one of those.
All right, so you ready for this? As I'm watching the other game, pistol formation for the Rams, 3 wide receivers. That's Allen Hurns in the slot now in LA. Watkins alone to the left side. As I've got a great stat for Ross Bonham of the New Orleans Saints in just a moment. Play clock running down, and they're going to hand the ball off to Todd Gurley in the middle, and he is going nowhere. Loss on the play. As New Orleans just completed the first long play. Okay, here's Ross Bonham's stats. By the way, this pass play just went for 30 yards. He is 4 of 10 for 56 yards and 2 interceptions.
Well, that's not good.
This is a team that almost won the NFC South last year. It came down to the wire. This was an 11-win team.
Not good.
I found out why Arizona's winning. Up 16-0 in that one. New Orleans driving, though. They're on the 34-yard line. 2:40 to go in this ball game. It is going to be LA going to take the field goal here to cut it back to a 1-possession game. The kick is up, and they did their best to miss it, but it is good. Sneaks inside the left crossbar. 14-6, Sonny, do you have any hope as Thunderspoon 11 now following here on Twitch? Appreciate the follow. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. Little CFM Saturday night. Again, we'll have more CFM action tomorrow night at Sunday after the EA stream. We'll be hosted once again with more Week 1 action. Sonny, do you have any faith in the Rams to get, let alone 8 points, 6 points, and cut this back and tie this ball game up?
Yeah, I think there's a chance here. If I'm LA, I'm looking for some sort of big splash play on defense. Figure like you're going to need to force a fumble, maybe go for the aggressive pass rush, something here to try to make something happen because the offense is struggling. You got to try to find a way to help them out.
1st and 10 for the Carolina Panthers. Christian McCaffrey back in the game. He'll take the toss out to the right side. Spin cuts it back inside. He'll get to the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 8. A reminder, folks, of those NBL rules. You can't kill the clock until under the 2-minute warning. Because we play 6-minute quarters, it keeps the integrity of the game. So Carolina is going to have to run one more play before the 2-minute warning. As the gaming potato. I lost it because hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm really sorry for that butchering. 2nd and 8 for the Carolina Panthers. It's going to be a handoff to Christian McCaffrey. He's got some room on the left side. The blocking is good. McCaffrey near the 1st down marker. That tackle might have saved it. It did. And a huge 3rd and inches now for the Carolina Panthers looking to put this game away.
Well, and that was a big tackle here. Now, if you're LA, you're selling out to make this tackle here on 3rd and inches. You're probably just blitzing everybody. And if you're Carolina, you know that's going to happen. So not sure. Maybe you get a little creative here and try to throw the ball. We'll see what happens.
Now 3rd and inches for the Panthers. We'll see what they decide to do as Heath Joyce comes out. Big formation. He's got Christian McCaffrey at the top of that eye on 3rd and inches. He's got Samuel in soft coverage on the right side. Let's see if they do decide to throw it here on 3rd down play action. It's a toss to McCaffrey. He's got the 1st down and more. Stays in bounds. LA used their 2nd timeout, and for all intents and purposes, this ballgame probably over.
Nice play call there. You sucked him down with a fake fullback handoff, and you pitch it outside, and he just beats him to the corner. Christian McCaffrey make it around the corner, and that, like you said, probably is going to seal this one for him.
1st and 10 for the Carolina Panthers under center with Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. Ball on the 45-yard line, 1:55 to go. LA only 1 timeout remaining under the 2-minute warning. Mathematically, it's just going to be tough for them to come back in this one, so we'll show you that other bonus coverage game in just a second. It's the handoff to Christian McCaffrey. He bounces outside, makes a move, and unbelievably is able to gain 2 yards on that one.
Yeah, they were thinking about throwing that there. I was a little bit worried that they were actually going to do that. I get the tempting there because you know they're probably blitzing everybody, but again, you stop the clock here, you give them a chance. There's no real reason to do that at this point.
New Orleans did score a touchdown as 16-8 in that game. 3:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. As that play to the outside, it goes nowhere. 1:40 to go. 3rd and 14. LA will technically get the ball back if they get a stop here. You got to think that they're going to be going for the strip, trying to create some sort of fumble, some sort of turnover late in the game, using those defensive adjustments as Heath Choice comes out. Bunch formation, 3 to the right, 1 over to the left side. Christian McCaffrey in the backfield here. Play clock, they're just going to run this bad boy down, 1:20 and counting in this game. Carolina looking like they're on the verge to go 1-0 to start the season, and I don't think anybody really expected Carolina to start off, I don't want to say strong, Sonny, but they will get a win.
Well, they may get a win. We'll see how this goes.
McCaffrey is tackled at the 45-yard line. All right, so with 1:02 left, they're going to have to punt this bad boy away. LA will get the ball back with about 20 seconds and no timeouts. Sonny, how do you attack this game? How exactly do you call the plays with no timeouts and needing a touchdown?
Well, knowing they need a touchdown, if I'm Carolina, I'm just playing way deep off the ball. And if I'm LA, I'm trying to work the sidelines. You've got to try to get something and get out of bounds, and depending on how this return is, you know, it's going to make a big deal here, but you're probably going to get 2 plays off with a chance to try to win this game.
Super Lenny, we're going to watch Saints and Cards. Yes, we will, right after this one is done. There's still a little time left. We will flip over to that one as they're nearing the 4th quarter. As the punt is away on 4th and 10, and I think they're going to try to just take this one and see if they can make something happen. The special teams game, good blocking on the right side. He'll get up past the 20, but with 14 seconds left, he'll be out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Wildcat? Hashtag Wildcat?
I would go for it here. Why not? You know they're going to be trying to play some sort of off coverage here. So, yeah, why not? Go crazy.
Z-Star in the chat saying, who's pulling a Zach DeMatch? Super Lenny, hashtag Wildcat, unisolated Wildcat. Everybody's looking for the Wildcat, except for LA comes out in the shotgun with AJ Baggs. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 over to the right. Todd Gurley to the right. He's going to drop back to pass on 1st and 10. Waiting. He's going to chuck this one deep. And it's picked off by Darryl Worley. And that one is going to end this ball game as Carolina's going to start off this young season 1-0. LA dropping to 0-1. Sonny, a disappointing start to the season for AJ Baggs.
Yep, AJ Baggs, not who we thought he was. He is who I thought he was, which is not very good. Flip this game over. Let's watch some Saints and Cardinals.
Just pull that bad boy up. And there it is, 16-8 your score. Sonny, safe to say a surprise that the Cardinals are on top in this one?
Yeah, I would definitely say I'm surprised that they would be up in this game. Not what I think, but I still think this New Orleans offense is explosive enough to come back and win this one.
Well, the Arizona Cardinals are driving here with 1:18 to go, up 8. Shotgun formation for the Cardinals with 3 wide receivers out there. He's going to flip the play, putting 2 over to the left side, 1 over to the right. Look for Ross on the left side. He is a star here in the NBL. Is driving back to pass on 2nd and 7. He's going to look at the flat. That's picked off by Marshawn Lattimore, and he's got some room. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10. Oh, what a time to flip over, Sonny. The Saints defense picking them up and getting a big score.
And what a way to just flip over into that. Marshawn Lattimore must know that we came to town to watch them play. And so New Orleans comes up big there with the pick 6. And what a play and a horrible read there by Arizona.
Damon Henney at quarterback, I believe that was, throwing that one Looking for the man in the flat, and Lattimore reads it the entire way. Now New Orleans going to try to tie this ball game up. This was a game Arizona was up 16-0. It is Bonham under center. He's going to hand it off to Samaje Perine, who hits the end zone. And after being down 16-0, Sonny, Ross Bonham and the New Orleans Saints, they get a touchdown. Their defense gets a touchdown, and they tie this ball game up.
And just like that, we switch over. New Orleans just takes the momentum out. The wind from the sails is gone for Arizona. And now Arizona, we'll see if they start puckering up just a little bit. Does this Arizona offense kind of melt, or do they flourish under pressure? That's what we're going to find out here with just a little amount of time here left in the third.
Yeah, this Cardinals team finished up last in the AFC West last year. A team that has some young talent, especially the wide receiver position, Sonny. It's been the quarterback position that's let them down.
Yeah, a lot of issues here. They've cycled through quarterbacks left and right. Cam Newton just left in the offseason. We will figure out what they can do here.
Jamarque Ross, one of their star players, as Damon Henry drops back on 1st and 10, rolling out to the left side. Tries to toss it underneath, but waited just a little too long. It's going to be an incomplete pass. Sonny, the New Orleans Saints, a team challenging for the NFC South until the last game of the season. Almost came away with that one. They were the NFC South champions 2 seasons ago. The Falcons came away with that title last season, but the Saints, a nice win early in the playoffs. This is a team that's looking to make the next step with Ross Bonham at quarterback.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure it out, but this defense, obviously, Marshawn Lattimore and company, is a pretty stout defense in their own right.
2nd and 10, it's going to be Henny dropping back pass. Blitz coming right up the middle, and Damon Henny's going to be sacked at the 22-yard line as Anzalone comes right up the middle, a free rusher. And Damon Henny stared in his eyes and took the sack, couldn't get rid of the ball. And now a big 3rd and 15. The momentum clearly in the hands of the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, Alex Anzalone right there. He reads the play. He knows that the quarterback is going to have to get rid of it quick, so he comes up the middle and makes that sack. And now this 3rd and 15. You're looking at an offense that's only completed 7-11 for 96 yards. They're working the underneath. So New Orleans right now plays underneath, and you're expecting to stop them here on 3rd and 15. We'll see if Arizona's willing to try to air it out here.
And again, folks, a reminder, you can check out everything NBL on our website, 365.maddenbomberleague.com. You can apply to join the NBL. You can get one of these sweet gold standard t-shirts on our website, 365.maddenbomberleague.com. 3rd and 15, they're going to hand it off. Ball is on the ground. It's picked up by the Saints. Blackson scooping, trying to get to the end zone. He'll be taken down at the 14-yard line. So since we have tuned in, the Arizona Cardinals have turned the ball over twice. Maybe we're the problem. It might be our fault.
Yeah, I think the NBL Live curse has struck the Arizona Cardinals. As since we switched over, New Orleans has kind of dominated this game in the early going. So now New Orleans with the ball and a chance to take the lead here on the 14-yard line, 1 second left. Do they put it in over the top before we get to the 4th?
We shall see, as the Saints going down early to the Cardinals, and most people going, well, this is going to be a problem. The New Orleans Saints defense going, settle down, we got this, boys, as it's going to be an I formation for the New Orleans Saints. Thomas out to the left, Cannon out to the right, and on 1st and 10, he's looking for Thomas on the out route, one-on-one. You can't go one-on-one with Michael Thomas on an out route. Touchdown, Saints, and down 16-0, no big deal, Sonny. They're up 22-16.
Yeah, and that's just been a huge momentum switch. We've only been here so short of a time, but in that time period, New Orleans has basically dominated this. I'm not sure, maybe Arizona a little bit of the stage fright, as they like to say, because they have just not shown up here since we switched over.
Yeah, 23-16 your score here as we go to the 4th quarter, folks. We appreciate everybody tuning into NBL Live, broadcast number 205. Week 1 action. Well, more Week 1 action tomorrow night with the Bucks and the Seahawks right here on NBL Live once again. Week 1 action continuing tomorrow. Big shout out to our friends over at the EA Madden NFL Twitch channel for hosting us these 2 days. We've got a couple great broadcasts. We had our NBL Super Bowl again. All of our archives are on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Madden Bomber League. You can check out
all of our NBL Live broadcasts. We have a great playlist of all of our NBL Live Game of the Years over there. Our original programming, including our podcast, our live video debate show, and Building the Franchise. That's on our YouTube, youtube.com/Madden Bomber League. If you're over on the YouTube right now watching, come join us over in the Twitch, twitch.tv/NBL Network. We're watching that chat. It's Fellow Blitz coming off a big win as the Carolina Panthers. Cardinals defense must have been great so far. Saints and dangerous in the passing game. Bottom through 2 early interceptions. The Cardinals went up 16-0, but 23 unanswered by New Orleans, aided by a fumble and an interception that went back for a touchdown. It's on 1st and 10. It's a handoff over the right side, and David Johnson gets up to the 32-yard line. And, Sonny, you got to think if the Arizona Cardinals are going to have any success this year, it's going to be on the back of David Johnson.
And that's what I'm thinking right now. This Arizona offense has struggled. Just hand the ball off to David Johnson. See what you can come up with here.
Black Diamond 615. See, we would not like this. His offense consists of 2 plays. Yeah, it's just how we run it here in the NBL. There are a lot of guys who like having those 4 or 5 plays that they know how to run. This is just how we interpretate. Oh my God, I'm losing my mind. It's that airline flight. This is how we interpret sim gameplay here in our CFM, but to each their own. Steel City, great one. Are these games always shown on this Twitch channel? Yes, they're always going to be here. Twitch.tv/NBL Network. If for some reason it's not here, it will be on our YouTube, youtube.com/Madden Bomber League, but it's pretty much always here. I think we have moved to always here, Sonny, but we used to be on YouTube all the time. In the last 3 seasons, we've made the transition over to Twitch.
Enjoying the Twitch atmosphere, too.
2nd and 11. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers for Damon Henney, and he's going to look over the middle of the field. It's an incomplete pass. Took a big hit there, right past the 1st down marker. Going to bring up a 3rd and 11.
And now we're seeing this Arizona offense really kind of get exposed for what they are. They're just not explosive enough. And so some turnovers early in this game appear to be the difference. And now we're seeing a New Orleans team kind of take control at this point.
JNC 3000 now following on Twitch. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate everybody following and subscribing tonight. Be sure to join us tomorrow night and throughout the NBL Live. We'll have our full NBL Live schedule, by the way, tomorrow night on our broadcast. We will release that, still getting the final games put together. It's on 3rd and 11. It's Damon Henney dropping back. The rush is coming. He takes the hit. It's an incomplete pass. Sonny and the New Orleans Saints seem firmly in control in this ball game.
Yeah, and then, like I said, this just seems to be like a quick scare early in this game, but I think we're getting back to what this game really is, and that's a much better New Orleans team kind of showing what they are here.
And I know it was a bad start for the Saints, and no doubt you never want to start like that as I don't think Carpenter even touched that one. An interesting play there. But, Sonny, I guess if you're the Saints, you got to feel good that your quarterback started out 4 of 10 with 2 interceptions. Arizona started out offensively putting up points, up 16-0. And you're up 7 in this game with the ball and firmly in control.
Yeah, you're definitely firmly in control. And so, yeah, to your point, I'm feeling really good if I'm the Saints.
And now on 1st and 10, it's going to be a counter play for Samaje Perine over the left side. Perine gets up to the 14-yard line. Sonny, they had Telvin Coleman at halfback. Sort of fell out of favor in New Orleans. They've been using Samaje Perine for the first time this season. Well, the numbers aren't great. I'll be interested to see how much they indeed run the ball because this Saints team is another one of those pass-first offenses.
Yeah, they're one of the pass-first offenses. We've seen a lot of those tonight. I feel like Coleman's been kind of underutilized here since his tenure in New Orleans has started.
Bonham dropping back on 2nd and 5. Looking over to the left side, has a man. It's Michael Thomas on the sideline who stays in bounds, and then the animation got him, and he hurtled out of bounds. Yes, to answer your question, Jay Brader, can you only call a play once? It all has to be different name plays. So, hey, HB Toss and HB Toss Crack are 2 different plays, but you cannot call the same play twice here in the NBL. As on 1st and 10, rolling out as we wait for this to buffer. It's buffering. Is it buffering for you, Sonny?
It's surviving.
It's buffering.
It's surviving for me.
That's still buffering. It's 3rd to the right side. Ooh, that's some good graphics over there as it finally gets up to the 35-yard. Nobody else will know what this means. Hey, unisolated, put the Saints on the list.
Don't do it.
Don't
do it. Run out. That list is getting awfully long.
That list is getting long. Seriously, folks. Upgrade your internet. 1st and 10. 4:16 to go, Sonny. It's a 1-score game. It doesn't feel like Arizona has a chance, though.
Yeah, Arizona not showing a whole lot of life
So
here.
to answer, as everyone has been answering and commenting and whatnot,
as Samaje Perine. No, I am not sick. I am fine. I don't have a voice, though, because for the first time in about a year, I went out drinking with some friends on Thursday night and lost my voice. I am an old man. I am old.
I don't believe that statement because the word's friends in there. I'm not sure.
I paid some people and called them friends, okay?
Yeah, there you go. Okay, now I believe that one.
Nah, it's not the Blue Jackets, although I did a lot of yelling. No, it was literally, so my friends, Sonny, these are guys who I worked with at Quicken. They're all 23-year-olds, and we went out to the bars, and I'm like, boy, I am out of place. A 28-year-old fat white dude who is like drinking a water. It was a good time, but the voice took a toll. No, it was not escort. Settle down. I wasn't in Vegas. 3rd and 4.
Don't throw it. Don't throw it.
Oh, he's throwing it. Bottom's throwing it, baby. Oh, he's running. He's rolling. He's just take the first down. He almost trucked his own wide receiver on the sideline.
I thought he was going to try to loft that one over the linebacker for a guaranteed interception there.
Oh, a score here puts this bad boy out of reach. And if the Saints do end up getting a touchdown, we'll probably cut away. The Cardinals probably aren't going to score. But, yeah, Star, the Blue Jacket series has been painful to watch. I mean, painful. I went to the game on Thursday in Columbus, and it was the worst game it is the worst game I've seen from them in 5 years. So, that's good. That's good. Big shout out to Pride 1 NC. Now joining us in the Great Gridart Development League, folks. Again, you can apply for the MBL at 365.maddenbomberleague.com. 1st and 10, hand off to Samaje Perine, trying to find some room. Not a whole lot there. Give him 2 yards on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, not a whole lot going on here. Arizona needs to come up with some sort of splash play because a score here probably is putting this one away.
No, Colster, the funny part, that Diet Coke was strong. No, the funny part was I think for the first time in my life, we did test tube shots. I was so out of place. Like, seriously. Like, they were like, what is this guy doing here? It was all 20-year-olds and me. 2nd and 9. Cannon coming in motion. Is going to be toss play to Samaje Perine over the right side. He'll get up to the 20-yard line. Yeah, literally started, Sonny, with a Little Caesar stuffed crust pizza and way too many beverages. And then I got about 3 hours sleep and caught my train this morning.
Very nice, very nice. Oh, what? Tell the crowd, why were you catching a train this morning?
Oh, because Saturdays I do comedy over at Second City in Chicago. So on Saturdays I can take a train over to Chicago at 6:30 in the morning, do my thing, and then I leave a little early and catch a flight back here. So I landed in Detroit about 7 o'clock, and we were live at 8:45. So the old vocal cords have had a lot of work today and yesterday. 3rd and 7. Ross Bottom dropping back to pass. As everybody finds out way more about this fat dude yelling than anybody wanted to know. That one incomplete. Could not get the feet in bounds. Got to go for the possession catch there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He's got to find a way to get his feet down there, and so this is a big extra. Oh my God! Oh,
wait, hold on.
God.
I'm not there yet. Wait, it's not there yet. Oh, the block animation. Oh, he got it up. It was a second. Here, I'll refresh mine, so I'm at least mildly closer to yours.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because right there you felt like Arizona had a chance to make a massive play, but instead the New Orleans Saints come away with that that field goal and basically seal this one. And, that's got to be heartbreaking for the Cardinals because you had the animation, you had it, you ran over past it instead of running towards the kicker. Fun fact, folks. Anytime you get that animation, run at the kicker.
Just go right at the kicker.
Because if you block it, you can tackle the kicker. So go ahead and screw it and just tackle the kicker.
Yeah, there's no disadvantage. The Ura in the chat, Preds for life here. Preds in a battle with Colorado. But the Preds are going to come over with that one. They stole that trade. PK Subban, what a get for them over Shea Weber. As David Henry's going to take the weakest sack I've ever seen. Oh, Will Lutz is hurt. He's got a bruised sternum. The kicker's down. Fry, you're just going to gloss over the fact that you do comedy in Chicago? Yes, I am. No one cares. I mean, it's fun. I enjoy it. 2nd and 15, shotgun formation for Damon Henney. And the Arizona Cardinals needing a score. They are taking a lot of time, though, Sonny. Clock management not at its peak. Nor is this stream.
No, nothing about this game right now
not
is
good.
Feeling top of the line.
No bueno. As minute 26 and counting. He's going to take the snap. They used a lot of time on that play. He's going to roll out to the left side, and he's going to take off and slide down at the 31-yard line, and the clock is going to continue to run. They know they're down 10, right?
I don't think so.
Fry only in Chicago. Chicago and Detroit, but Chicago's where I do it most of the time. Detroit right now, we've lost a lot of the places. A lot of the comedy clubs are shut down, actually, in Detroit. And the ones that are alive and running are ones where I would not be alive and running if I went to them. So, the Urache had such a terrible plus-minus when we traded him. It was so bittersweet for everyone. Yeah, I mean, Weber was a great pred. I do miss, I kind of miss the Wings and the Jackets being over in the Western Conference. I'm a Wings season ticket holder, and the CBJ. Yeah. On ice side, Osher thinks he's still up. He still thinks he's up 16. Yeah. Fry, when am I in Detroit? I'm in Detroit all the time. But it just, the way they run it here in Detroit is you have to like sign up a week ahead of time and then do a random drawing to see if you get to go on stage. There are a lot of people going to one club right now, so it's tough. As we continue on the OSU exposition broadcast here on the EA Madden NFL channel. Hey, thanks Rex for letting us on here. Appreciate it. Sonny, how you doing over there?
Oh, you know, survive.
How's that new microphone? It sounds great.
Hey, you know, what can I say? I'm kind of a great sounding
We gotta do a highly debatable, don't we, in the next day or so?
Probably.
A little bit of that HG Stock Exchange game. 4th and 6, by the way. 43 seconds to go. Arizona needing a conversion. Looking, rolling, taking a deep shot down the left side, and that's overthrown, and that's going to do it for this one and for all ones. NBL Live Player of the Game. There was a broadcast today. It will still go up on YouTube. It will still count as a broadcast. Who was the best player you saw today in all 3 games?
Well, that's an interesting question.
That's all I can think of. We're running this one on the fly, folks.
So we saw a interesting Rams and Panthers game that I'm not sure I would say anybody was the player of game in that one.
No.
This game was also maybe a little more defensive heavy than I would.
Bomber saying Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, Le'Veon Bell with that fumble, that was a big issue. Jack Gerbe was looking good.
If I had to lean somewhere, HB18 had some big catches. He got held down in that first quarter, but he was really getting some huge plays down the field. Dalvin Cook looked really good with that deep catch that set up a touchdown. Marshawn Lattimore with just a hilarious pick 6. Sure.
I'm deferring to you. I'm not picking.
All right. Guess what? We're gonna give it. We'll give it to Dalvin Cook with the big catch down at the goal line. I don't know if it's actually gonna go up. The broadcast still counts, but I don't know if we'll have an NBL Live Player of the Game. But if it is, it's Dalvin Cook. So yeah, a graphic will get made or not. A reminder, folks, we'll be live tomorrow night here on the EA Madden NFL Twitch once again. Hopefully with better connectivity. Sonny, any thoughts?
Yeah, you know, flawless Wallace, not so flawless tonight. That's all I can say about that one.
Oh, shots live here on the EA Madden NFL Twitch. Big shout out to our friends over at EA Madden NFL for the host. We will see you guys tomorrow night. Again, hit that follow, hit that subscribe button so you know when we go live. We'll be back tomorrow, 9 o'clock Eastern time with more Week 1 action. For my co-host, Sonny Weaver, I'm your NBL Network Director, OSU. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow night right here on NBL Live.